I feel like just people have a struggle in that actually believing him to the fullest. And I'm not saying like, dude, because there's moments that you doubt. There's moments that you doubt. There's moments that it's hard for you to actually believe like, yo, is this gonna actually happen? Is it gonna fall? Is it,
Yeah.
But if you actually put that trust in God, then you for sure believe in him more and more and see.
I definitely say number one is fear. Fear, and second, control. We love to have control. We love to have control of things, making sure that everything's like in good condition, making sure that everything's good in good hands. And when we put our soul and our trust in God, some of those things aren't gonna be how we want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, YouTube? It's David with Let's Talk Podcast, man. Happy to announce it's me and AD. The first episode of many. AD, how you feeling, man?
I feel great, man. As you said, my name is AD. I feel great. I know we got a lot of ideas coming. We got a lot of things planned. We got guests coming through. And I know it's just the start to greatness, to what God wants in us. And so we can flow in God, And I feel good, man. I know it's the first episode. So we're going to do a quick Q&A. So you can guys know what the podcast is going to be about. And things about us, information. And let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hope all of you guys' day is going really good. We're gonna start with some questions just to know a little bit about us and about some things and some topics we're gonna be talking about. So these questions are about podcasts about on the podcast itself. So the first question, it will be what inspired the name Let's Talk Podcast? For me, honestly, I would say we like to talk, man. We like to talk, and
Yeah.
we've been talking for we're brothers. That's one thing. If you guys don't know, we're brothers, and we talk all the time for hours and hours and hours. So we was like, yo, let's do a podcast, man.
Facts.
Let's do a
It's
podcast.
like we can just talk about so many things, and it's like I know that like we can make something good out of this. We can make something good out of this, and that was how it kind of came through. And the name, let's talk. Like it was kind of hard to pick the name.
Yeah.
Hard to pick the name. We had a couple choices, a couple ideas, and at the end of the day, like we just wanted to pick something that like everybody could find interest in, not just only guys, only girls. Everybody can find interest in, and a broad name for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I also wanna say one of the guys they'll be entering in the podcast soon in the future videos. My man Kelvin. Just to let you guys know, it's not just gonna be us two. But
Yes, sir.
next
Can't
question.
wait to see you, bro.
Question 2. What's the main mission? What's the main mission of this podcast? What's the purpose behind this show? This episode? What do you think? What's the purpose, man?
Honestly, I know our main purpose is to spread the good news the most we can out. That's one of the main purposes. Tell everybody about the gospel. Everybody has a chance to be saved. Everybody got a chance to be saved, no matter how bad you are, how good you are. You're never gonna be perfect, but everybody got a chance to be saved, and that's very important for us. So that's a good mission for us. Spreading that word out. Also, give people motivation. Some people don't find motivation in life, and that's something real important to us. There's people that need to be able to get out that struggle, and that's something we aiming for. Also talking about business, couple things, sports.
Yes,
That's our main mission for real.
yes, sir. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about a lot of things. Things that are happening right now in the world, and also we're gonna be having guests and whatever they do as a living and whatever they do, we'll be talking about it as well. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I hope you guys like it and enjoy it. Let's go to the next one. Question number 3. What are some topics you're most passionate about, AD?
Especially for the podcast, topics that I feel like I'm gonna be real passionate about. Obviously, like I said about Jesus Christ, our Savior. That's number one. Be able to spread that word out, and obviously sports. We're gonna be talking about sports. Him and me, we love the sports. The main sports we're gonna be talking about is boxing, baseball, and basketball. Those are the sports we're gonna be hitting.
Yes,
I know maybe we'll hit a little football when Super Bowl playoffs come, but those are the main sports: boxing, basketball, and baseball. We both did boxing. I did baseball. He did basketball. I never did basketball, but I would play like for fun in the team and with him at the team for the practices and stuff. But those are just the topics for sure. And also business. Business. We're gonna have a couple successful businessmen coming through
yes, sir.
and give business advice, how they started, how they were able to bring that company to flourish, and how they started from the bottom, how the ideas even came through. So we got a couple interesting people coming through and ideas and topics.
Yes, sir. I'm excited, man. I'm excited, definitely excited. And let's see, it's a surprise, you know.
Yeah, facts.
We'll let you guys know one of the dates that we'll be posting our videos. The first video, just to let you guys, is gonna be January 2nd. January 2nd will be the first video posting at 7 p.m. Eastern. I hope you guys really like it, man.
Yeah, and also if you guys got any like interests or topics you guys would want us to talk about, or even any ideas, or you guys can just let us know in a comment down below, and we'll brainstorm it out. We'll see what we can do, and we'll give you some good content for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, this is a question for the podcast. What's one of the biggest challenges you've had to face and while building the podcast? For me, honestly, just making sure that everything was good, making sure that everything's good, the cameras, the lights, the footage, everything, just the setup. And I honestly want to thank from right now the media room, the media team. He's doing amazing, a blessing, honestly,
Yeah,
from God.
appreciate you for sure.
And yeah, is that I think that'll be my number one. I feel like, and obviously, just making sure that we're prepared to be able to say what we want to say and the topics and
Yeah.
stuff, and getting the guests is lined up
Lined up for sure.
and making sure that they're good for this day and this hour and this subject and stuff. But other than that, for me, everything been riding smoothly.
Yeah,
How about you,
sure.
AD?
Yeah, I feel like, bro, God has really helped us, man. God
Yes,
has
sir.
really helped us, and like lining people up for us, lining people up. The media team just helping us out like so much, is flowing like crazy. And I feel like one of the struggles, I feel like honestly for me, was like the idea of how we wanted to set it up, like how we want to set up, what colors, things like that. Obviously, this is the start. This isn't the full vision that we want, but is the start of how we wanted to start it out, being able to get certain things like lights, cameras, this and that. So I feel like that's always a bit of a struggle, like, cause like me personally, I don't know much about like that technology stuff or like cameras and this and that, but obviously we all growing, we all learning, so it's little by little, but for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, I'm excited for this question. What's your dream guest to have in the show?
My dream guest, man. I know we're gonna have so many crazy, interesting topics, like especially like God, sports, business, but I got two. I got two. So for God specifically, in the topic of God, one of my dream guests would be Philip Anthony Mitchell, man.
Oh,
Philip Anthony Mitchell. He's not too far. We out in Florida. We live in Florida. He's out in Atlanta.
Georgia.
So I feel like we could definitely do it. Contact him, and let it flow and see what God wants to do and His purpose. And also for sports, we love so many athletes, but right now, man, Terrence Crawford, Bud Crawford, he's the one and only Bud Crawford, and man, his story is everything about him is just so inspiring. The way he grew up, his mentality. He reminds me of Kobe. His mentality reminds me
yeah.
of Kobe for sure. But that would be dope, man. He lives all in Omaha, Nebraska. But hey, man,
Fly him out.
fly him out. Let's go.
Yes, sir. For me, I would say for God, not religious, but a relationship with God. Purposes. I would say Angel Martinez. He's one of my favorite preachers, honestly. And if you didn't know, we both speak Spanish. We're Puerto Rican.
Yes, sir.
So some of the videos or podcasts is gonna be in Spanish, but we're gonna try to make sure most of them are in English. But obviously, some guys gonna
Only know
know
Spanish.
So,
Things like that. Yeah.
but maybe secular athlete. I haven't decided one as of right now, but there's so many out there, honestly. But it would definitely be an athlete or somebody, a businessman who has honestly we all look up to.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So let's move on to this subject. Faith questions.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be something that is gonna be probably warming up to now. With the questions, what's one moment in your life where you clearly saw God stepped in?
Man, there's so many moments, man, because God isn't just there for you just one day, one moment in life, you know? He's there forever in the struggles, in the good times. And I could say one moment that God was definitely there for me was moving out here to Florida. We for the people that don't know, we lived out in PA near Philly. We lived out in PA like 2 hours from Philly in York, PA, and the it was like a struggle moving out here because so many things happen. Like sometimes you think about it, like, are we really about to do this, man? Because the thing is, ever since we were young, our parents would tell us like, "Yo, we're going out to Florida. We're going out to Florida. When you guys graduate, we're going out to Florida." And I will always see that so far, so far. I'll be a freshman, sophomore. We both graduated. And I'll be like, "Dang, are we really going to Florida? Are we going to Florida?" And I graduated, and it was like, "Yo, we're leaving like in a year." And we did that, and obviously seeing how God helped us through everything, because there's so many things that happen to us, so many things that happen to us, and just seeing God having our back through everything, coming out here, got work, everybody got work, and so many things. So I just feel like God just having our back, definitely see I saw God's hand
Most
holding us for
definitely.
sure, for sure.
Most definitely. I feel like no matter how big is the storm, how powerful is the storm, how crazy and uncomfortable is the storm, but if God is the one who is riding the boat, and God is the one, the ship, the captain of the boat, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good
For sure, for sure.
because that's the best way, God's way. All right, let's go. Question number 10. Why? No. Question 11. Why do you think so many people struggle to trust God even when they believe in Him?
Man, that's a deep question. That's a real deep question because I feel like in my opinion, the main answer to that is they struggle to believe in him because they don't know the magnitude of God. They don't know how God really is deeply, and we're never gonna understand the magnitude of God because he's supernatural. You know, his mentality, all of that, all of that. We're never gonna understand it, but there's something different and really trusting him that even though it might seem impossible for you, you know that he got you. So I feel like just people have struggle in that actually believing him to the fullest. And I'm not saying like, dude, because there's moments that you doubt. There's moments that you doubt. There's moments that it's hard for you to actually believe like, yo, is this gonna actually happen? Is it gonna fall? Is it, you know?
Yeah.
But if you actually put that trust in God, then you for sure believe in him more and see it.
I definitely say number one is fear. Fear, and second, control. We love to have control. We love to have control of things, making sure that everything's like in good condition, making sure that everything is good in good hands. And when we put our soul and our trust in God, some of those things aren't gonna be how we want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
But if we truly have faith in Him, everything's gonna be good. So don't doubt God when you know that He can do His thing. Really, don't doubt God when you really know that He can do His thing.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Um, do you think that the modern culture makes it harder to live like Jesus?
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. It's not even a question. Um, I think so for sure because it's just the way people are living nowadays. It's just was bad is good and what is good is bad. You feel me?
Yeah.
So people are just drifting away from the truth, and that's makes it just harder for people to live the way Jesus wants you to live, because and the peer pressure too. People get peer pressure into things and they just start normalizing it in their life. So it just makes it even more harder to be able to like live the way God wants you to live. You feel me? So I think it is a lot harder. Just the way people think nowadays, the way people move, it's just different. It's different. So I think it's a lot harder.
Most definitely, and I think the number one thing is that now we got social media,
Mm-hmm.
and we've had iPhones since like 2007. 2007, I think was the first iPhone, and so many things. Like back then, to get something to China, you had to probably wait a couple days, or to like let's say if you wanted to send a letter, you had to send it through the mail, whole bunch of stuff, and not even know if it actually got there. Now you can just send a text, 2 seconds, blah 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 blah, and you already got your message sent to China. It's crazy. We live in a crazy world. So many
Sure.
things that are happening, and we just look at them like normal, but it's because they've been happening for such a long time. But así es anticristo, papi. Facts. That's gonna be the antichrist.
Yeah.
That's gonna be.
All right. The next questions are sports.
Let's
So
do it.
good topic for
All
sure.
right. Next segment. Next
All right.
topic.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sports question. What athlete inspired you growing up?
Well, I'm a youngin, so I'm only 20 years old. So for some people, these athletes are like they're new, but like when these athletes were growing up or like doing the thing, I was young. But honestly, one is Terrence Crawford because his story is just so impactful to me. The way like he grew up, him having to get out that struggle, like
Definitely.
him like because even though when he was boxing sometimes in the beginning like he still had those friends that were in the world, had those
Mhm.
friends that were moving things, and like he even got shot, man. He got shot. Whenever we have him in a podcast he will speak about it. I know he doesn't like to speak about it a lot because it's the past, but I think him because just the way he moved himself and the way he was able to get himself out of that struggle and that problem. And the thing is, he still lives in Omaha where he's from, so it's like it's not just moving out there, but it's just because you can be in the worst place in the world, but if you're not in that place that is dangerous, if you're not in that place that can like take you the bad road, then you should be chilling. So it just depends how you carry yourself and where
Mentality.
yeah, and where you're at, being in the right place at the right time and things like that. So I feel like his story really impacted me and the way he just got out that struggle, and his mentality and boxing and all that, and the way he speaks and all that is just so inspiring to me. Also, I say there's a lot in boxing. Miguel Cotto,
Oh yeah.
Miguel Cotto, big because I seen him growing up when he was fighting. I was a youngin, and his story because he for the people that don't know when he started amateur boxing he was a little chunky, and he
Yeah.
just started it just to lose weight, and he just kept going and going and going, and he just made something out of it. He made something out of it, and I just think that's so impactful. And he didn't start off; it was a little rocky starting
Yeah.
off for amateur boxing, but he just kept grinding, and obviously in professional when he lost to Margarito, but he got his got back.
Yeah.
Man, I've seen that fight so many times. The second one so many times, cause it's just like it's so satisfying to watch. So it's
Yeah.
just yeah, I like watching that.
Nah, yeah, and he still got that loss. So I wish they would have taken it back.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I mean, they did it for Devin Haney.
they did it for them in hand. But from me, I would say I have so many, especially how we are athletes.
Yeah.
But one thing that one athlete that's like I feel underrated, but for me is he got mama mentality just like Kobe, even though Kobe is really good too. Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt. You know why? Cause 4 years just to race 9 seconds. 4 years training, 4 years just to perform for 9 seconds. That's crazy. So the way that your mind gotta be like just that mentality, you really gotta be like just focus,
You gotta
focus,
grind for
focus.
sure, for sure.
Those 4 years, you can have injuries, you can have step backs, a whole bunch of things. And for him to be able to do that for 4 years and train all that just for to race 9 seconds is amazing. I feel it's amazing.
Yeah, the thing is, he got injured too in one of the. I forgot. I think it was 2012 in London. He got injured in one of the races and still staying committed and coming back and even better. That's powerful.
Most definitely. All right. What's this is the next question. If you can watch only one sport moment again, what would it be? Like basically um a sports, like something that went down in history in the sports. If you can watch it right there, just live, front row seats, what would it be?
There's so many, man. There's so many. And it's hard. It's hard to say because obviously boxing, baseball, basketball. There's so many moments. I definitely know one I wouldn't want to see.
Game 7.
Game 7 Warriors, Cleveland. It is what it is, but at least they got back. But one that I would want to see, there's so many, man. There's so many. Definitely, definitely I would have liked to seen in person Spence and Crawford.
Bro, I was there about to say that.
Spence and Crawford, yo, that fight was in the plans for like 4 years.
Bro, too long.
Too long. And I'm not gonna lie, I was going for Spence. I can't lie. And but it was just bad. I doubted him. I don't know. It's just bad. I didn't plan through it correctly. So I was going for Spence, but definitely proved me wrong, man. That was bad. That was brutal.
That's my
Brutal.
Crawford. Bro.
And I still hope Spence come back, man. Spence, come
Yeah.
back, please. Like we want to see you, man. You can't end it like that.
At least one more fight.
Yeah,
One W.
fight. Yeah, for sure. Go fight Charlo.
All right, life questions. This is the last segment. Yeah. Life questions. So, what's a mistake you made early in your life that ended up teaching you the most?
Dang, a mistake I made in my life that ended up teaching me the most. We all make mistakes. That's first. Let's put that clear. We all make mistakes, and the thing is, like, you can make as many mistakes like in the world, but as long as you learn from them and not keep making the same mistake and the same mistake and the same mistake, then at least you're getting somewhere. You feel me? You're getting somewhere. So, but I'd say a mistake that I made in life. A mistake I made in life. Dang. I say probably definitely have giving out too much trust in people. Cause I know not everybody desires the best for you. You feel me? And you can't tell everything to everybody, you know? So you gotta be very, very careful how you do that. And I feel like maybe at one moment in my life I spoke too much and it came back and hit me back. So I feel like that after that, bro, I definitely learned and we got better and I just was very careful how I spoke to people, how I moved and things like that. So I think that's very important. Knowing not everybody is there for you, you know? Not everybody is there for you. And just keeping that circle close, small, I think it's important for sure.
Definitely. For me, I was saying, I'm gonna say an advice that my dad gave me. My dad, shout out to him. He has given me a lot of advice, and I've taken it. One of the things that he told me, I think I was probably like 13, 14. Um, I was like 13, 14, and he told me I was gonna go hang out with my friends, and he told me people in your age, teenagers, they think in the moment.
Yeah.
Don't think about the moment, think about the consequences. And I took that like, yo, yo, it hit me. And obviously, me going to hang out with my friends, the only thing that
didn't do it. He's still not in the moment.
yeah, no,
Yeah. He's still not in the moment, man. It's like
this man exposing me, bro. No, but it's still something I still take to this day. That like ese consejo, that advice, and even though at that time I still thought in the moment, but hey, we live and we learn, man. We live and we learn. So, all right, next question. Do you think people should chase a passion or stability?
That's I think this question is like obviously depends the person, but I think you should definitely, because I feel like if you chase that passion, it will give you that stability. You know, if you just chase stability and get into something you don't like, you don't actually like, you can't flow in, then let's say it does give you that stability, but you're not gonna be happy.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe your income is stable, but your mind ain't stable. So then you're not
Exactly.
gonna want to go to that job. You feel me?
Exactly.
So it's like definitely chase that passion that's gonna give you that stability, and you're actually gonna be happy doing it. You feel me?
Exactly. And what you could do also too is, let's say if you have a job that you don't really like but it's giving you that income, then just save up, save up, save up, and then do what's your passion. You know, just let's say take 1 or 2 years and just be focused in what you need to do for you can be able to do what you're really passionate for. You know. All right. Next question. We got two more. Next question. What's the
All right.
best advice that you ever received? I already said my advice. I even though I've said I've gotten a lot of advice, good advice,
Yeah.
but um I already said my advice. What's your advice, man? That you've ever received?
That's hard, man. Hard. And the guy that has always given me advice is my dad. Um, he's the type of guy that just says it out of nowhere. He's like, man, te voy a dar un consejo. I'm gonna give you an advice. And he just starts talking and talking. He's giving so many advice. And honestly, dang, this is hard. Um, an advice that he's giving me, and I feel like it's one of the best. Obviously, a person in your life, having a person in your life that you can actually trust, because sometimes as a guy, as a man, it's hard to open up to people. It's hard to open up to people by palm. So he was like, always have that one person that you can. He said it doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be your mom. It doesn't have to be. Just
Mm-hmm.
actually trust that person and know that that person is gonna keep it between y'all and things like that. So actually have that one person in your life that you can actually count on and speak to, cause guys, bro, they close themselves up. They close themselves up, and I'm speaking as a guy. I close
Of
myself up
experience.
sometimes. It's hard to open up. It's so hard as a guy, especially. And I'm not saying girls, but for girls, sometimes it can be a bit easier. But there's also girls out there that they just don't know who to trust. They don't know who to speak to. So, especially always have that one guy, that one person that you can talk to, and they can also give you advice, not just someone that is like you're gonna talk to, but they ain't not gonna help you get anywhere, you know?
Yeah,
So always have that one person that you can count on and speak to for sure.
definitely, definitely. And I would say, and what was I gonna say? Oh, have always a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
A mentor. If you see every billionaire, every millionaire, they always have a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
Always have a mentor. Always have a mentor. And that's something that you need to have, or at least somebody who gives you advice and cares about you for real. For real. Last question, man. What's one habit? What's one habit that changed your productivity? Your productivity, man, to be a better man. For me, waking up early. Yeah, going to sleep early and waking up early. Yes, it just changed my life for real, for real. And I did change it because I needed to. But when I started doing it, I seen how it made me a better man. And just praying in the morning is looking for God and working out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Taking like early showers, morning showers, even late showers too, where you can just think and just be productivity.
Yeah.
It's up there. But yeah, how about you, man?
I think something I've got in a habit too, is especially like when you feel down or even just in the morning, always listen. Either if you can listen to either a podcast like this that is motivating, or especially for me, I like to listen to worship music or just music that's gonna motivate you for that day, or when you're down, things like that. I think that's so important and something I've done, that I just listen to that music, and it gets me into that vibe and that mode, and like, yo, it's go time. No matter what's happening, like you can push through it. or let's say I got something big coming up, and like I start listening to music and it's gonna get me locked in. You feel me? So
So,
music influence you a lot more than you think. A lot more than you think. Your vibe, you can literally be happy and they put some music in the background and it's sad and you just start crying. Like
yeah,
that's happened to so many people I've seen. It's like, yo, you was just okay. So I think music definitely influences you so much. So something I've done, listen to music in the morning, and it definitely gets me into that mind, and that mind that can make me push through that day, and also connects you to God for sure. Always gotta
sure.
give thanks for sure.
So, guys, we talked about questions about the podcast, about faith, about sports, and about just life. Like, just about life. Guys, I really hope you guys like this video. This was a Q&A.
Yeah,
A little bit
start
about
for sure.
us guys.
Yeah,
And this is for everybody, women and girls, older people, younger people, teenage, middle age. It's just us trying to connect to you guys. If you guys
For
got
sure, for sure.
anything, just put it in the comments. We're gonna try to replying back and stuff. I really hope you guys stay blessed and look for that thing that is Jesus, because I know it's Jesus that keeps you with peace when you're in storm. Look for that thing that is Jesus that makes you happy when you're sad. Look for Jesus 24/7. Look for Jesus. AD, you got one more thing to say for us?
yeah, man. I'm so happy that we started this for sure. I'm so happy, and I know we're working through it, and a lot is coming through. A lot is gonna come through, and we hope you like this content. Like he said, go in the comments, put out what you think that we could do, different topics, guests, things like that. That we can definitely do. We can work to get to that, for sure. So I really hope you guys like this. We're starting off. We want to start off strong, stay consistent for sure, for sure, for sure. We already got a couple people lined up, plans, and for sure, stay connected. Please don't forget to pray to God for sure. Keep Him first, and we see you guys soon.
God bless you guys. Peace.
Yo.